guys, it's John from theproductivegarden.com and I'm back with another balcony update for you. Now, I've been away for a little while. You might have, those that have been following the balcony project might have noticed that I didn't put a update on last week, and that's because I was on holidays and had someone else looking after the garden. And yeah, because of that I haven't really harvested anything. I've got one strawberry which I've picked today, but haven't harvested any herbs or anything like that, but we'll be getting onto that. But there has been a few developments over the last 2 weeks, so let's have a look at what's going on. Alright, now I'll start with the herbs. Now, this coriander's gone to flower, but that's alright. I'll just chop these off. You can still use this part of the coriander. It's got plenty of aroma in it. Even just moving it like that, you can smell the coriander in it, and it's one of those herbs I just love the smell of. So yeah, we'll chop these off and use them in a meal of some sort. Haven't decided yet, but it'll encourage it to leaf up down the bottom here a lot more. Parsley's going pretty well. I haven't really used much of this yet, but we'll have to get onto that. Thyme and oregano, they're still doing really well, and the rosemary's growing up pretty well as well. So the herbs are definitely doing really well. Okay, the cherry tomatoes here, getting a few tomatoes on these guys. We've got quite a few there. They should start to ripen up soon. Got a couple more down here on this one. Got the other plant here, has got a whole lot of tomatoes on it there. That's about it. Got plenty more flowers coming on up behind those as well. The basil's doing alright. I thought it would have bushed up a bit more after pinching the growing tips out of it, but I mean, maybe it's because it's in a pot. The thing with growing plants in pots is that you only really have available for the plants what you give them in the pot. So in terms of watering, nutrients and all that sort of stuff, they only have what's in the pot for them. So they do rely on you for that a fair bit. Eggplant, still struggling a bit. I don't know why these haven't taken off yet. But yeah, hopefully it starts taking off soon. I'm thinking that maybe I need to just be a bit more consistent with my fertilising regime. I use a combination of fish emulsion and seaweed emulsion for the plants, and I should do it every 2 weeks, but I've been a bit slack from time to time. It can be a month or month and a half before they get their next dose, so yeah, it can be a bit of a problem. Anyway, the potatoes are doing pretty well here. I've sort of haven't really bothered putting much more potting mix in here or soil in here, but I think I might just leave them there and let them grow and become potatoes. I could fill the soil right to the top, but I'm not too worried about it. It's just it's a bit of a look to see how much we can get at this stage. Anyway, the beans, they're going really well, getting plenty of flowers on these guys, which means that yeah, they're going to need all their nutrients and that sort of thing, so I better make sure I start feeding these guys. This we had here the ginger and galangal. I'm pretty sure now that this is galangal and its little spikes come up above the ground. Don't know how you can see that. There you go, you can see the spike up above the ground. And the ginger, I had a look today and it's got its little growth spike. I did see it here before. Where is it? So now I can't find it, that'd be right. Ah, there it is. See there? Little pale spike coming up through the ground. So they've both grown, which is pretty good. So I'll leave that be. I won't poke around in that too much. So yeah, they're both doing pretty well. Pretty soon should be able to, well, certainly by the end of summer, we should have some there that we can harvest. Goji berry, like I've said before, I don't know when this is going to flower. I'm not sure when they flower, but yeah, it's going pretty well. It's looking pretty green and lush. Its leaves are certainly looking healthy, so that's going all right. Might just have to stake these other branches up a bit, especially this one here. It falls down a lot, so I'll have to get onto that. Asparagus fern is going out of control, so that's good. Well, not asparagus fern, it's the fern of asparagus. It's got some new spears that have come up, but they're only pretty spindly. This was only a seedling that I bought at a nursery that would have only been planted this year, so it's a matter of letting the crown build up on this, and perhaps next year or the year after we should be able to get some some nice spears of asparagus off this. So yeah, looking forward to that. Got our blueberry here. Still got a few blueberries ripening up. I'm probably going to have to put a net over this at some stage. Where are they? There they are. Going to have to put a net over this just to keep the birds off them. Even though there's not many, it'd be nice to keep them intact. I don't know if there are any more. They might develop into blueberries. We'll see. Alright, our Roma tomatoes. Got just one tomato here. Doesn't look like any of these have developed into tomatoes, which is a bit disappointing, but like I said, this might be a combination of water. I suspect maybe while I was away this one may not have got the water it required. Looks like it's dried out a bit. Looking at the marigold, it's sort of suffered a bit, so, and like especially the basil as well, it looks like it's dried out a bit. So perhaps this one just needs more water, perhaps it needs a bit of fertiliser as well. So well, like I said, I'll have to get onto that a bit more. The lime is doing pretty well. These limes look like they're developing alright. Got that one there. Just knock that one off. So that one there looks like it's starting to swell. Got a couple down here that are starting to swell. So yeah, by the end of this year you should have a few limes. I'll look around for a few more. I can't really find many more, but yeah. So looking forward to getting some limes off this tree. Here's a couple more here. Those ones there, they look like they're starting to swell as well. So that's good. Capsicum, it looks like it started growing a bit more growth out of the tips coming. And the eggplant, like I said, they're struggling. These cucumber, I didn't really get a chance before I went on holidays to plant some new ones. But I don't know, these ones, yeah, I'm not one for giving up, but maybe it is really time to bite the bullet on these things and just put some new ones in. So hopefully in the next week I'll get a chance to do that. And anyway, here we go, the carrots. Carrots are doing pretty well. They're really starting to take off now with the warmer weather coming on, and now that they pretty much all seem to have their second lot of leaves, they should start growing pretty quick. So that's all pretty good. These chives are still struggling with the aphids. Yeah, I think it's getting to a point there where I definitely just need to pull these chives out and maybe get some new chives and plant them in there. But yeah, it's a bit of a shame about that. But yeah, I just think the plants become way too weak to be able to fight off the aphids. And the you can see there's a lady beetle there, and they're obviously doing their best, but not really able to eat that much all in one go. And yeah, but there's certainly been a few. I've seen 5 or 6 on here at one stage. So yeah, there certainly is less aphids on here than what there was, and that lady beetle's just flying off. So yeah, anyway, these lettuce here, this green lettuce, that's taken off a fair bit. It's not doing too badly. These 2 red coral lettuce, they're still pretty poor. So yeah, it's quite surprising this one took off, yet these 2 red ones haven't. They're in the same pot. Go figure. Anyway, this capsicum, it's looking alright, but like I said, I think it's just a matter of just me being a bit more vigilant with the fertiliser. Like I said, the pots only have what you put into them, so it's not like they can draw stuff that's already in the ground or anything like that. So yeah, I just need to water them a bit more, get a bit of the worm tea on them and all that sort of stuff, the worm wee, that sort of stuff. So yeah, I'll have to be a bit more vigilant with that. This lettuce is doing pretty well. Haven't picked any of this yet. Luckily it hasn't gone to seed at all, but we're going to have to start using that and getting a few salads made. And last but not least, with the fertilising, could be the same thing with the strawberries. Like I said, I've got one here which I've got off them since I've come back. There's a whole lot of flowers here that haven't been fertilised. Now, whether it's because nothing's coming around to fertilise it, that could be it. I find that hard to believe. I've had plenty of bees around the place. That one looks like it's been fertilised. That one does as well, maybe, or this one here looks like it has as well. that one there, I'm not sure yet. But yeah, so I've just had a lot that just don't look like they've been fertilised, but whether it's because they're not getting the nutrients they need to develop viable pollen, or whether the pollinators just aren't coming around to pollinate them properly, who knows. But anyway, I've had I don't know, I think it's about 5 or 6 strawberries off this now. So yeah, but like all in all, like the tomatoes seem to be doing pretty well. The ginger's doing pretty well and all that sort of stuff. So anyway, that's the update for this week. Things are going pretty well, I think. Like I said, the tomatoes are taking off. Certainly plenty of herbs to be able to use there. The beans, we should be starting to get some beans out of it soon. And the ginger and the galangal are starting to grow, which is one of those things that I wasn't sure how they would go here. But the shoots that we're getting off them at the moment are a pretty good start. So that's promising. It'll be interesting to see how they develop as time goes on. Anyway, that's it for the update now, and until next time, happy productive gardening. Bye.